Susie, you made it.
The house is haunted by the echo of your last goodbye. The house is haunted by the echo of your last goodbye. The house is haunted by memories that refuse to die. I can't get away from a vision that brings intimate glimpses of intimate things. A voice in my heart like a tart singer sings. I wonder who's kissing her now. The house is haunted by the echo of your favorite song. The place is cluttered up with roses that have lived too long, much too long. The ceiling is white, but the shadows are black. A ghost in my heart says she'll never come back. The house is haunted by the echo of your last goodbye. The house is haunted by the echo of your last goodbye. The house is haunted by the echo of your last goodbye. The house is haunted by memories that refuse to die. I can't get away from a vision that brings intimate glimpses of intimate things. A voice in my heart like a tart singer sings. I wonder who's kissing her now. The house is haunted by the echo of your favorite song. The place is cluttered up with roses that have lived too long, much too long.
Good evening and welcome to the Haunt Hour with your host Dan Doble, Susie Fleesick, and Troy Crivello. Join us tonight as we talk about all things haunting and Halloween during the Haunt Hour.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Haunt Hour. It's Dan, and I'm here on time. And look, Susie made it too.
I made it.
Just so everybody's aware, there was a worry because Susie, I'm going to say you were haunting, right? You were
no. I wish I could say that. I was doing nails. Yeah.
Haunting nails. Haunting nails.
Yes.
Yeah, haunting nails. Yeah.
Yes,
that's exactly what I was doing.
Yeah.
We're getting updated messages and broken sentences and as we started the countdown, bloop, there she is. I see her pop in, getting the hair done, and then
eating my dinner.
Yep, all done within 4 minutes. Yeah, and congratulations.
Got it.
Way to go.
Got it. Thanks. Way
to go.
Married to a different Troy.
Do you like that?
I do.
I love it.
In my head.
I love it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Married to a different Troy.
Yeah.
Haunt Dag Nabbit.
Yeah.
Dang nabbit Cribalone.
To commemorate the Texas Haunters Convention, otherwise abbreviated as THC. So
no, Dan.
Wow.
Dan never listens to directions. He's a bad person.
Anyway.
So, here on Haunt Hour with Troy and Susie from now on.
Wait.
Dan
made it through 3 episodes.
He disappeared.
Right. Much better.
Magic.
Just like that. So anyway, we're going to have the Texas Haunters Convention on tonight. And they're going to talk about all things that they're doing. That's coming up soon. I don't know what's the date, Troy? Do you know the date?
I'm
going to throw you on the spot because I don't know it.
It is the 15th through the 17th of July.
Perfect.
I'm actually verifying that on my little calendar. Yeah, 15th through the 18th. 15th through the 18th. Well, 16th through the 18th. It's awesome. In the middle of July, so get there. Just fly to Texas, July-ish, and hang out.
Are you Julying right now?
And you'll get there. What?
Are you Julying about this right now, or what?
I am Julying about this right now.
I gotta go. I got some nails to do.
Oh, I was spooting out dad jokes all weekend, and they were incredible. So but I mean, happy Father's Day.
Yes.
Yeah. Happy Father's Day, guys.
Thank you.
I think I did wish you a happy Father's Day on Sunday.
You did.
Yes.
It's all the other fathers out there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And mothers. Since we didn't have this show during Mother's Day, so we'll say happy Mother's Day too.
Yeah. But don't get into that shit. I'm not a fan of the whole Mother's Day, happy Father's Day because I'm raised now. Yeah. If you're a woman, it's Mother's Day. You get Mother's Day. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, so happy Mother's Day, except for to Susie. Got it. All right.
No, I mean Father's Day. I mean the women that try to claim Father's Day. I'm just not a fan of that.
Yeah. Jan corrected us in the chat, so that's why we keep Jan around. She was a great guest, and now she's a fact checker. And she says the 17th through the 18th, and she is correct. They will be doing stuff on Friday, the 16th as well. There's a meet and creep, but we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah.
So don't fly in on the 17th. You'll miss most of it. Plus, it's more expensive to fly on Saturdays anyways.
Yes, it is definitely more expensive. Speaking of more expensive, we got to get to some topics for the week.
Yes.
Susie, would you like to go first?
Yes, I will start us off with the news of the week, which everybody. I hate to bring it up first, but maybe then we can make it a little bit brighter after my news. But many of you all knew Steve Guild, who passed away. I think it's been a week today. He was currently working for Fright Farm in Pennsylvania, which is not far from me. And he, I believe, got his start at 100 Acres Manor. So many people knew and loved Steve. He was only 25, and it's just been such a big, big loss for the haunt community. I know he's worked for a lot of other haunts. I can't sit here and say everything, but he was very, very talented young man. I mean, he would send me pictures of his sets and stuff. I mean, he was incredible. I wanted him to come in at some point and work for us, but unfortunately, I'm never going to have that opportunity. And so Steve passed away last week. It's just I've never seen. I keep making the comment when I go to his page. I've never seen so many tributes to somebody on Facebook before in my entire life. But the guy was a gift, and he was great to be around. He was so much fun. I was introduced to him a couple years ago through Ethan Tehran, and yeah. So that's my news. It shouldn't be news because I think everybody knows already. But there's going to be a memorial for him next Wednesday, which my stupid brain was thinking it was tomorrow, and I kept telling my Troy about Wednesday, and he's like, yeah, on next Wednesday. And I'm like, no, it's this Wednesday. And so I even canceled I canceled dentist appointments thinking it was this week because I'm stupid, but whatever. That's my news, and it's tragic news, and I hope somebody has something better to share. That's going to bring this conversation up. But
I know Troy has some really good news. That's exciting for
hope he rests and we'll get through this as we have with the others. Unfortunately, it needs to stop happening, but
yes,
Jan, who I mentioned earlier, her book is coming out. I actually was on Amazon the other day because it's Prime days, and I was like, oh, I'll see if her book's on there. I didn't care if it was Prime or not. Hey, who's on my messenger?
Hey, now I don't want to see any nudes.
That is lining up future guests. Don't interrupt our talking about our past guests. That was Bob Cole. So yes, her book comes out this Friday on Amazon. I have the webpage up ready to go so that I can click buy. If anybody buys it out from under me, I will come to your house and steal it from you. But she will actually also be at the Texas Hunters Convention. So if you want to bring your book,
yay, Jan, will you
scribble in it? Scribble obscene messages to me on it.
I wish I could go.
Same.
Yeah.
I can't go.
Yeah.
July is off the table for me. I can't do July, but
I know.
Fun.
It happens every July though, ish.
So,
ish.
Just for future planning.
Yeah.
When I quit my day job.
There you go.
Yep. That and Dan, what's happening? What else is happening this weekend?
Well, this it's a good segue. It's definitely a good segue. This weekend, I'm not going to be in Wisconsin.
Dan's going to be losing his money in a Vegas slot machine.
I'm going to be in Vegas.
Nice.
If there's any haunters out there watching, and you want to say, hey, Dan, there's a really cool place to go on the off season and show me around some cool stuff, I will be in Las Vegas from Friday until Thursday. So
we weren't really worried about where you
were.
But
going. I am. But it's all about me.
We were kind of worried about where a bunch of other haunters might be.
It's all about me. But I guess we could talk about Midwest Haunters Convention. I guess. I mean,
or you sitting in a volleyball tournament for 8 hours.
Right.
Yes, this weekend in Milwaukee,
Milwaukee.
Midwest Haunters Convention is happening. Officially from Friday through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But I know there's a bunch of offbeat stuff happening on Thursday. So
of course,
super excited for that. Wish I was going to be around for it. Maybe I'll venture down on Thursday before I leave and find out, since it's literally in my backyard. So
yeah,
cool.
I'm sure there'll be some people there.
Yes, convention wise, we are going to be highlighting the Texas Haunters Convention tonight. So why don't we get right into that right now? I think we're done with the news. Let's bring on the peeps. Hello, guys.
5 of us.
Hello. And Dan, I really have to point something out. The actual abbreviation of Texas is TX. So if you're going to do the acronym, you actually have to go TXHC.
Got it.
Just saying.
Because everybody loves to abbreviate these things for sure. And unfortunately, if you don't put the X, it is something else. So we will make sure that everybody puts the X in there, or we will Facebook silence them for a week.
Wisconsin, I might know the abbreviation for that. So I just want to throw that in there,
Yep. No, it makes sense. It makes sense. Everybody needs to know the distinction and get it right.
And Susie, I'm sorry you can't come. That makes me sad too.
I know. I wish I could. I just, my schedule does not allow it, but one of these days I will be at all the conventions.
Yes, goals.
I'll go with Troy to all the conventions, and then all I'll do the whole time is tell people I'm not married to this Troy.
We will have to
I'll
wear
say the whole
shirts,
time.
not my husband, not my wife.
Yes, yes.
That'll be our costume ball costume.
That's
Absolutely.
We're very
Definitely.
glad Troy's coming, and I understand about Dan. I really do.
Yeah.
Vegas
bad
is
about
important any time of year.
I really wanted to show up because I love Texas.
Yeah.
I love
Anytime.
Texas,
Open
and I love the
invitation,
Texas
sir.
haunt.
Anytime.
You know, I've been down there before a couple times now and toured around haunted houses. I did a 13 haunted house in 5-day tour.
Oh, awesome.
Wow.
Couple other haunters. We flew down into Dallas and then drove all the way over to San Antonio and flew out of San Antonio. It was
Oh,
so much fun.
fun.
So much fun.
But that
I mean,
open
listen-
invitation, Dan, means that she will start a convention for you at any time, at any moment you want to come down, and she'll have a convention just for you.
Great.
Right.
That
It
was
only
right.
takes a couple days to put it together. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I've already started in my living room. It's fine. It's fine.
There you go. As long as there's drinks, we're good.
We're good. It's
Got
fine.
it.
Covered.
Even a pool, if you come in August, we still got it covered.
Good.
Perfect. So let's get into this. What is Texas Haunters Convention? What's it all about? Can you guys give us a little backstory of where it started and what is Texas Haunters Convention?
All right. So I'm going to kind of summarize a little bit. Texas Haunters Convention is made up of 7 haunters. We're anywhere from professional haunters to home haunters to people that vend to haunters, but we all love Halloween. We all love other haunters. So, and it looks like I need to learn how to spell down here under my name. I'm the one that puts the haunters there.
Hankers.
Wait, let me put my old lady reading glasses on so I can do the rest of this
Texas haunters.
correctly.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, don't confuse us with
No,
These are the
no,
things
no,
that live
no,
on
no.
in infamy.
convention and the
Anyway,
Texas.
between us 7, we have 100 years of haunted experience. So when we thought about putting this together, we really wanted to be all inclusive and help all the haunt industries and give them the best experience. We came together because we love Halloween. That's the bottom line. We love Halloween, and we wanted a convention in Texas run by Texans. And we wanted to see the whole world you wanted the whole world to see Texas through our eyes and our haunters.
Yeah. And a lot of, if you've been to the conventions, you know, and talked to the vendors, a lot of the vendors are from Texas. There's a large number of vendors that go to all the conventions. They're based here in Dallas, San Antonio, Austin, Houston, New Orleans. We'll adopt New Orleans, but I don't know about the rest of Louisiana. I'm joking.
Right.
But we'll adopt them, you know, from this whole surrounding areas. I mean, holy cow, if you think about all the companies that come from here, it just made sense. We have to have a convention here. We have to have a home turf, and we have to have a home to come to and to celebrate our love for the industry.
Well, you have a very large collection of haunts and home haunts too. So
Yes.
you have a very big community just in that one state. So I totally understand that.
It's a big state.
Yeah.
I always talk about the haunters and the haunt community and where else do you go where you walk in and you immediately feel like family.
Yep.
And you want to support that family. You want to nurture that medium, that venue, that thing that where your heart is, and Halloween and haunters are where our heart are. So we really want to make sure that we give back.
I know that the Texas Haunters are a pretty close knit group. I think next to the Northwest Haunters Association, I think those are the 2 largest, most tight knit groups out there in the United States that
And
celebrate
Chicago.
haunted houses.
Chicago's
Yeah,
really
Chicago's
tight,
up there too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because I really love Texas haunts. No offense to the Chicago and the Northwest.
Yeah.
Right.
I just love the Texas haunts. So
Great haunts everywhere. Love to travel and look at different haunts.
Those
Absolutely.
damn Texas Haunters, right?
That's right.
Yeah, right?
Makes sense. So where is it being held specifically?
Mesquite Convention Center in Mesquite, Texas.
Okay.
It is Mesquite's right on the outside of Dallas. If you look at the map, there's Fort Worth and Dallas are kind of close together.
Right.
Mesquite's right on the eastern side of Dallas. And there's a convention center. There's 3 hotels, eating, dining, everything you want. And it's a safe place for people to come in. And so we chose to have it out there because it's easy to get to. You don't have to drive through the middle of Dallas or through all this congestion of the city. It's a great place. Plus, we have free Wi-Fi. We have free parking.
Yes.
We're not a union state, so you don't have to pay anybody. The vendors don't have to pay people to come unload their things. We actually do it for you to help you out. I mean, with your help, of course.
Right.
It's attached to the hotel. There's 3 hotels close by. We've already sold out the first hotel, and we're working on the second one. The second one is pretty close to selling out as well. So we're pretty excited. Oh, there it is. There's the map. And it's super easy to get to. It's right on the edge of town, so we just really like it. It's a good place to be. Plus, with their history of the rodeo and of cowboys, the whole cowboy life with Mesquite, it's the perfect blend.
So I have a question. This is somewhat haunt related, but every time I go to Texas, I always want to go to like a really good barbecue. Is there what is there, or would you recommend the best barbecue when you go to the show? Because I know that's a question that somebody's going to ask. If not,
I know there has to be barbecue places close to the venue. I do know there's Stuckey's Barbecue down towards Austin. There's Solman's Barbecue. There's Dickey's. I'm leaving some out. What's the one?
I think it's Pecan Lodge. The Pecan Lodge one that's famous, that was down at Deep Ellum, has moved to Farmers Market, and you have to be there before noon sometimes to get a sandwich. They sell them out.
Yeah,
they are amazing.
Yeah.
What's the name of that?
Pecan, I believe it's a Pecan Wood or Pecan Lodge. I believe it's Pecan Lodge. But they use pecan wood, so I always get it mixed up. But their barbecue is delicious. But it's down at the Dallas Farmers Market. I believe there's also a Heart 8 that a lot of the gentlemen like to come to when they visit the area. My husband takes out clients, so I know there's another. I think it's Heart 8.
Okay.
And don't forget, as you're traveling in, you have to stop at Buc-ee's. You have to stop at a Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's has barbecue too. They have a. If you don't know, Buc-ee's it's a convenience store, Texas sized. It's huge.
So it's like the Sheets.
Yes.
I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm in Pennsylvania. Listen, I will fight somebody over Sheets. So it's Sheets. Go on. I'm listening. You might get me on a plane. Go for it.
So you have to come to a Buc-ee's. There's one. I think there's one about 20 minutes away, and they have, of course, it's a gas station, but it's Texas size. They have some of the best barbecue. They have a beef jerky selection that they don't just have a little bit of beef jerky like a rack. They have an entire segment of just beef jerky.
I bet you there'll be a wonderful food truck outside Texas Hunters Convention that will have a barbecue sandwich.
Oh, that's right.
Ooh, there we go.
Oh,
Okay.
let's segue into that. That's
Nice.
something that no other haunted house conventions ever jumped on. What you say about this? Let's hear it.
Go ahead, Kalik. Let him know about our wonderful food vendor trucks when we decided that was always going to be better to us than hotel food. No offense for a hotel. They're amazing, but we wanted some real Texas State Fair looking things. So here we go.
Gosh.
Ooh.
Absolutely. We have now we're still adding onto the list as I know, but we do have, I know, 3 different places. We have the Caribbean Cajun. It's Cajun food. Some of the best jerk chicken you'll have. Then we have Little Red Bites. I'm not sure the name of what they do. I think that's that may be the barbecue. I'm not sure. And then there's another company called the Pink Company. I know that sounds weird and strange, the Pink Company.
Funnel
But-
cakes.
They have state fair type food, and it's good stuff. And we have them parked right out the front door. So You just walk right out the front door, and there they are.
I
Nice.
believe Dickie's Barbecue will be making a guest appearance also.
Ooh.
I am ready. I'm going to stop eating now so I can be ready for this.
So awesome.
Yes.
So after your belly is full, you've gone through the show floor, even though we haven't talked about that yet. You've gone through the show floor. What other extracurriculars does the Texas Hunters Convention have to offer for the weekend as far as fun and exciting and like bus tours and all that other fun stuff?
All right. Well, let's start with the bus tour. You mentioned it. We do have a haunt tour this year. Now we don't have a lot of spaces left. We have a bus going out, and it's almost half. Last I checked, it was halfway full. But it is a bus tour. We're going to take our attendees out to Moxley Manor. Moxley Manor is this amazing. It's a 3-part haunted house out in the HEB area. It's a little bit west of Dallas. And we'll be doing a lights-on backstage tour of Moxley Manor. And then we will stay there. And then after we're done with there, we will get back in the bus and run up to Dark Hour. And we will have a backstage tour of Dark Hour. So you're going to get to see 2 of the best haunted houses in the Dallas-Fort Worth area in one night. And you get to see how they work. Because as haunters, we do enjoy seeing the show, but let's be honest, we sightsee and we really want to know what makes them tick.
Yep.
So,
And
yes.
let's not forget about the cool charter bus we have, thanks to our sponsors, which is the Chamber of Haunters and Trophy Nissan.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Also want to make sure that you know that the haunt tour is July 16th, that Friday. And you need to, if you're going to ride on the bus, you need to be at the convention before probably about 5 o'clock. I think we're doing load in about 5:30ish. So make sure you're at the convention center at 5 to ride the air conditioned bus. And like Coley said, we're getting close. We're over half now. I just checked the numbers, so I know we're over half now. So if you really want 2 excellent, well-established haunts with lots of awesome direction, and you know who the show director, Alan Hops, will be at Dark Hour. He's the show director. And then at Moxley,
Richard Alvarado.
will he be there?
I
Okay.
believe so.
Richard
I was told he's going to be there.
Okay, perfect.
Nice.
So get some good behind the scenes and some years and
Oh,
years and years
guys,
of experience.
Do we know if Alan Hops is doing the walkthroughs and talking about
I don't know. Jake Farmer may be doing the
Yep.
actual walkthroughs, but
Okay.
I know we always get a guest appearance.
when I did a walkthrough, I don't remember when it was. It was years ago. Gosh, it was whenever whenever they did it was like, gosh, I can't even remember. Anyway, I was walking through with Alan and a couple other guys, and I'm always looking around, and I noticed that almost every room has a clock in it. All right.
Yes.
And the time is never the same. So I'm in we're in the beginning. I'm like in the 6th or 7th room, and I go, Alan, I got a question. I go, what's with the clocks? He's like, he doesn't say anything. He just keeps talking. And I'm like, it's not done. So we go to the next room, and I'm like, hey, Alan, you gonna tell me about these clocks? And he's like, nope, you'll figure it out. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. And
You can figure it out?
Nope, no, he never told me. And I really have a feeling that it has nothing to do with it, but he was totally messing with me the whole time I was walking through the haunted house. So
It could have something to do with the witches and them
Yes,
trying
and
to bring
I
about
wanted
the
to know
dark
because-
hour, and each
Yes,
witch had a different
know.
time of coming in.
everything that
That's
Alan
cool.
does.
Each
everything
witch
Alan
has
does.
its time. It was very metaphorical too, I'm
Yes.
sure.
And that's why I wanted to know, because I love the backstory. He has a backstory on a backstory and a backstory in a room in a closet with another
Yep.
backstory attached to it. So it's fun to find out like what he was thinking when he
I
had
had
that.
the pleasure of being a casting director there for quite a few years.
gosh.
So I got to be on some of the behind the scenes, and you're right. His brain, I used to tell him, can you just let me get in your brain and figure out what's going on in there? So
Uh-huh.
and he loves to mess with you, and that's the lovable, wonderful part. That's
Oh,
that
yeah.
family.
Yep.
Yes, that is Texas Haunters right there.
Exactly.
I don't think I've ever heard of a convention having a live band.
Yes. Awesome.
You have a live band during your costume ball?
Yes. Well, it's not during the costume ball. That's Saturday night. We're going to have our costume. Well, it's during the costume ball, not the costume contest. The costume ball is going to be at 7:00 that Saturday night.
Okay.
We are going to have DJ Dustin. He's going to be spinning the records, and he's just this amazing DJ. He worked out of which one out in Fort Worth? The really big one out in Fort Worth, Hangman's, I believe, out in Fort Worth. And so he's going to be the DJ. And then we will have our costume contest, and our costume contest it's huge. It's not small at all. We have some amazing judges that are going to be there. Some of the most amazing costumes. Last year there was the winner was a guy. He's from Austin. He was dressed as Krampus, and he's walking around with his Krampus outfit, and he had a cart behind him. He was carrying a buggy behind him. And it had reeds, and it was all looked the part. And inside was a girl. And this little girl was acting. She was crying. She was, help me, save me. And he was carrying, and he walked through the costume contest and into the ball like that. That was his wife, by the way. So he ended up winning that night. It was so cool. But yes, we have a costume contest that night. And then after the costume contest, about 10:00 that night, we have Marquee of Vaudeville is going to be performing. They're a local rock band. They kind of have this Tim Burton-esque kind of sound. They're a really neat band and great guys, and so we're so excited to have them. Just one more reason to come down to Texas.
Yeah, okay, I'm coming. I'm booking my flight right now.
I know, right?
So that's I sense a common theme with Texas Hunters Convention and other conventions. You have food trucks they're catering to better food. You have live bands, better music, catering to the customer. What else out there that does this show have that other shows haven't? I mean, how did you guys come up with this? Is it a big group of hunters that have come together to put this all together? And is that how you've come up with this? Or is this something that you've been like, you know what, I've heard this, I've wanted to do it this way, and this is the way I've seen it. Like what else does the show have that no other show out there has for hunters?
We have, when we came together, now we're all in the hunt industry in some way, form, or fashion. We have home hunters. We have people working in the IT and the logistics field within hunts. We have, of course, Linnell and her husband who are legends here locally, and I make costumes, masks, and stuff. And what we did was we sat down over at someone's house, and we said, if we were to do a convention, we have to be different. And what would, as a vendor, and then each of us had different takes. I approached it as a vendor. Then another person approached it as just a customer, an attendee, and we all came together and we said, these are some things that we need to have that are different than everyone else. That is going to make people want to come to us because we're in a new. I don't want to say we're in a new epoch of convention. That sounds very haughty. What it is there's a new era of conventions. They're very inclusive. We are moving to a convention that is more accessible to people, that is more engaging to the people, not just people within the industry, but also people from outside, the random people walking by. I mean, how else are we going to grow our industry? Let's provide them show them just how amazing and awesome the hunt industry can be. So we're open to cosplayers. It kills me. I've been to conventions all over the U.S. and I don't see a lot of cosplayers. It's like, where are the cosplayers? We should be in this. We're the same thing. It's just a different genre. We're all cosplayers in a sense.
Yeah.
So we've opened and we welcome the local cosplay community. We, in fact, one of our judges and one of our attendees, or one of the people who's going to be presenting guests, it's a group called Frostbite Cosplay, and they are some of the best cosplayers in the nation, if not the world. They do the official cosplay for Blizzard Entertainment and the esports league for the Overwatch and CS:GO. They make these amazing life-size characters from the video games, and they looks like it's straight out of the game. Now, what's the difference between those people and someone making a giant werewolf? What's the difference?
Nothing.
Holly, I want to summarize what you said. We got together and we wanted to do something for our Texas area haunts, our Texas area vendors. Actually, we eventually we wanted to share that Texas hospitality with the U.S.
Yeah.
We really wanted that Texas hospitality to ring through and that family of haunters, and to give back to ours and get them involved and help these new haunters that are growing up, teach this craft to them. We're not going to be around forever. So if we have, 100 plus years, we need to give back to that community and help the youth do it right. So I just think to summarize it, Texas hospitality. We wanted that, from unloading you as a vendor to helping you load out. We're there. Our volunteers are there to help you, to little break areas, to the meet and greet, and just adding, like you said, it's supposed to be Saturday and Sunday, and we pretty much added a Friday, didn't we? Just because we
That was on
wanted
accident.
that value.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just, it's weird. We want to reach as many people and try to, build up this industry that we love. That's why we bring the people we bring in. We're not a celebrity, centric convention, but we have some of these amazing people. We have Mr. Creepypasta from YouTube's going to be there. Academy Award-winning special effects. We have this legacy special effects. People who've worked in some of the biggest movies in the last 30 years are going to be there showing people how to do effects. It's just amazing stuff. And then
And we'll have Jan there, hopefully with her new book.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And Jan's going to be there with her new book. That's right.
Hopefully with her new book. Hope.
That's what that, when I was looking through, now granted, this list of vendors has grown, and the amount of blue spaces is getting less and less, which is amazing. Seeing all the different vendors that are on here, there are a ton. I mean, there is a crap ton of haunter vendors, as well as your local ones, like you guys said, a lot of local, designers and crafters and things like that. You've got the different, you got the different groups like Chamber of Haunters, the DFW Friends, and things like that. I mean, I'm seeing some stuff in here that I've definitely not seen it at other conventions. And then I see a lot of the ones that I see at some of the bigger ones too. So this is definitely going to be, it's going to take a while to go through all this for sure.
Absolutely.
We're so happy to have a lot of our haunted houses also, because what a perfect time. You start building and hiring in August. What if you can recruit actors right there at our convention?
Right.
They point each other. Oh, you're in this area. Go talk to this haunt. And it was an amazing flow between Six Flags and Moxley and Hatch and Cravens and Dark Hour, and they would just refer actors, and it gave me cold chills. Again, that haunt family, that they can come and find actors at Texas Haunters Convention for their haunts.
Yeah. I think that's it's not really part of the point, but I definitely think that's the way that the industry is moving, is that, like up here in the Northwest, we have haunts that will share actors, they'll share set builders, and then they'll have nights that are off and they'll go visit another haunt. Their whole group will come visit, and just because they want to just support them. It's not I want to get ideas. I'm sure there's a few ideas taken, but whatever. We all do that, and then we put our own spin on it, and that's how we get creative. But it's the fact that the industry, and I see it a lot in Texas, Chicago, and in the Northwest, that it's let's not be separate. Let's all be together, and let's share things, and let's grow the community. And something like this convention, like you're saying, that people can go there and maybe find a new haunt to act at, or, hey, I want to build. I would love to be a builder. I'd love to learn makeup at your haunt. I'm sure some of these amazing, the makeup managers would love to, take somebody under their wing, or, hopefully, but just to kind of have that ability without it being such a hardcore hustle and bustle type of environment. I'm sure that you're going to be able to sit and talk with somebody for a good 5 or 10 minutes and have a good conversation with them at a convention like this. So that's going to be great.
Exactly. It's kind of heartwarming to just, if you have a minute to stop and stand back and just watch, the cosplay actors, and maybe that cosplay actor didn't know they were a haunter too, but they find out. and
Yeah.
you watch it, and then you go to those haunts or you visit. And I tried to support every haunt in our area and every vendor in our area through the haunt season. So when you go and you see that actor and you recognize them from the convention and they're working at that haunt, it's so heartwarming. I love it. It's amazing.
Well, and speaking about the about haunters in general, I know that you have a bunch of haunters in the area that are going to be doing classes. And so if you want to maybe touch on your classes and stuff.
Listen, I'm just going to I want to, there's so many and there's so many great classes. Oh, there's the page. Good. So just, bringing things to life, career talk. We have an EMS talking about the haunt industry, foam smithing, hairstyling to get that great look, a silicone mask, in and outs of haunt sliding, projector, working with phone. Should I be a haunter, managing performers, strategy of escape game creations, theming versus characters, zombies versus and virus FX. I mean, there's something for everyone. Even the novelist to the seasoned haunter can find something. I know I learn every day, and I could probably go through each one of these and learn something different, because each person that comes into our community and starts teaching classes, they're bringing something with them. So I think I learn every day and every year. Even though I've taken a class from 10 different people, I learn something new every time.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just wondering, are the classes included, or is that like a separate thing that you have to pay for each class?
Do you know, if you do the VIP pass, look what all you get in that, and all the classes for that amount, plus T-shirts and branded magnets and all kinds of accessories.
Wow.
The ball. It's a value. So
It's $100.
If you want to hit all those classes, I would. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, costume ball classes, meet and creep, and the only thing you have to do separate is the make and take classes and the haunt tour, correct?
Right.
And the workshop and there's also a special class on Friday that is not included in the VIPs.
Okay.
Tickets. It's going to be Pasher House's. Pasher's coming. He's going to have a 2-3 hour class, one-on-one, not really one-on-one, but like a 15-member class. Where he's going to teach, and they're all going to be working with them. It's not a demonstration. He's going to be working with them stroke for stroke, showing people how to make these amazing haunt faces.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's hard to get that too, especially if you go to the bigger shows. You're going to get somebody that teaches in front of the class, shows you how they do it, and then they send you out the door with a 5% discount where you can buy their products. And I have a feeling that's not what you guys are trying to accomplish here. It's actually getting people to understand how to do it so that they can utilize the products just as well as the professionals.
Absolutely. We are all about education.
Well, and one of the interesting thing is that you can either buy the kit from the convention, right? Or is it from Pressure?
From us.
Okay. Or you can bring your own. So if you're really, really, you're really hardcore on using your own stuff, which I know most makeup artists are, that they can bring their own, and then he, can go around that. But if you want to start making makeup, or start using makeup, this is a great way to do it with all the different stuff, and then being able to see him, hands-on tell you how to do it. That's pretty awesome.
Absolutely. We want people to show up, and we don't want people to show up and say, oh, well, I just started, so I don't have anything. No, if you come in, we sell it's a makeup kit, and it has most everything you need for the class, minus the eyeliner because of hygiene. You don't want to. But it has most everything you need in that little kit. It's $30. There's over $30 worth of makeup in this kit, and not only does it have the makeup, as every color that you need for the class, it has the tools, the brushes, the sponges, all of the things that you need for that class is in that little bag. And it's for It's $30, and then the class itself is $100. So for $130, you can go in there and walk out having a good understanding of how to make haunt faces for your haunt.
And fun.
And
That's
it's
very
blast.
important. A blast. Have so much fun. Just
Yeah.
watch our website for education classes. Watch our website for the make and takes. We're updating and tweaking things and giving you more information every day. So please watch, because could be a little surprise added you might want to look at.
Absolutely. And I see you, Jan. If
Yeah.
you were interested in buying a kit without taking the class, send us a message on the website. Go to TexasHuntersConvention.com. There is a contact page, and then ask there, and then we'll be able to get you that information.
Okay.
And that's a good segue before you start talking, Troy.
Yeah.
Anybody else out there that's watching, if you have any questions, post them up in the comments, and we will bring them up on the screen and have these wonderful people give the correct answers so that I don't screw it all up.
Or try to.
We try.
Right.
So do I, but
When I learn
screw
how
up
to
every
spell
time.
hunters, then
Yeah, but yeah, that's going to be a class unto itself, right? It's a new class, everybody.
wear
Give
your
me English.
glasses,
Give me-
little lady, so you can type.
What is the most conventions have a charity aspect to it, a costume ball, an auction, things like that. What is Texas doing with charity stuff?
We are working with Don't Be a Monster. $1 for every one of our attendee tickets. $1 goes towards Don't Be a Monster. We are so thrilled to partner with them. I'm in my real life, I'm a teacher, and I teach. I've taught from elementary to high school, and I see bullying all the time. As a teacher, I see it all the time, and I am so behind Don't Be a Monster and what they do. And we believe in it wholeheartedly. So we reached out for them. We really wanted to support them.
If you catch them young, then you don't have to worry about it when they start working in our haunts. I know some of them start very young, but if you start now and then when they get our age and we start training them, they already know the basics of treat another human being like you want to be treated. So I really love the anti-bullying. I feel so thankful they're going to be there. They will be doing fundraising, membership drives. They will have their table. So you'll get to meet our Texas representative while you're there. So please come say hi to them, donate something, join the drive. Just show that Texas hospitality while you're there to our nonprofit, because Don't Be a Monster is amazing. They do great work.
I did it for my birthday. The Facebook birthday fundraiser thing. I did that, and I'm going to have an item there for the auction as well. So
great.
In the past, Hunt Collective has always promoted and tried to get as much money raised for Don't Be a Monster. It's one of the few that we can really get behind. It's just a great cause. Really is.
Absolutely.
We love our kids, don't we? We've got to take care of them while they're young.
Yes, we do.
Let's see. So.
We haven't touched on the trade show very much. Let's talk about that real quick. I know people, you can get bogged down with numbers and all that stuff, but what's the size of the show? Has it grown, or how many booths are we looking at? Let's talk about that real quick, just so people can. Yeah, it's great. We've got all these extra things, but we're coming to see a trade show floor too. So talk to us about that a little bit.
All right. We have let's see if I can put this right without sounding arrogant. We've had the biggest year that we've had, this is our third year, and this is the biggest we've had. We're almost sold out.
COVID.
Yes, right. We're almost sold out, and we have people from local. We have local vendors, and we have national vendors. We have from masks. We have CFX, Composite Effects, are coming up from New Orleans. We have 916 Productions. They have those. They make all the rusted stuff. They're just a great guys, big beards. Love those guys. They're right down the street from us. We have Missing Finger out in Florida. He does the silicone masks. The Cult of Dolls, Witch's Brew. Of course, there's Dark Hour is going to be there. Stilt Beast is going to be there. Lord Grimley's Manor is going to be there.
Yeah.
Yes. Very, very excited. We have these tombstone makers. There's a local lady called Wicked Lady who does these corsets. The corsets and the outfit theme dated Victorian style, steampunk style outfits. I mean, there really is. There's a lot there, and you can spend all day and go through and visit with these people and hopefully buy a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
While you're there, there's so much to do in addition to these events.
We were so successful and so supported and so welcomed our first year, and then COVID hit.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it gave the illusion that we weren't growing, but we actually did pull people out, pull things back. We were supposed to debut the band last year. We did not. We wanted people safe and healthy. Mm-hmm. So that was our goal last year. We had so many pleas of please don't cancel, please don't cancel. So we took the hard road of how do we do this and keep everybody safe and happy and support the vendors that are wanting to support us. And we were pretty much 100% successful on all those venues because our surveys, no one got sick when they left. So I feel so grateful and blessed that was the case, because I think it would have hurt my heart if I had heard anyone getting sick. So I think that is very important, that we kind of look at the people that are coming, and we have grown. And it's I say last year, and I mean 2019. We've pretty much doubled everything. It's going to be amazing, and I can't wait. And you just need to come to Texas, because we will show you that hospitality, I promise.
And you kind of touched on COVID there a little bit. Will there? What is the current state of what will be encouraged or required at the convention as of today? Because tomorrow will be something different, but as we all are aware of with all of our states.
Absolutely. We are closely monitoring the situation with coronavirus. Now, health and welfare, of course, are all of our attendees are our top priority. We will follow all the state and local guidance regarding ways to mitigate the transmission of COVID. And we are going to ask our attendees to have practice safe hygiene. Wash your hands. We have lots of hand sanitation kiosks all over the floor. We recommend people who have not had their vaccine to wear a mask. We do recommend that. However, it makes you safe. But do remember, as of a couple of days ago, Texas had over 225 million vaccines given out. That's 40% of the population. And so Texas is safe. We believe that it's safe. Obviously, protect yourself, however you feel is comfortable. Yeah. But it is going to be safe. We
will still keep up the same disinfection practices that we had last year. I mean, everything will be wiped down, disinfected, sprayed. We will definitely go the extra road to keep our convention goers safe.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Is there anything that we missed? Is there anything that you guys want to touch on that we did not?
I want to know what the weather's like in Texas in July. I'm starting to pack, so I need to know what to pack. Am I bringing
shorts, t-shirts, tank tops?
Look for that cold front, and if there's a cold front, it's still going to be 80, so you can still wear shorts and a t-shirt.
That's a cold front.
If you don't have a cold front, it could be up in the hundreds. So dress cool and comfy.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm getting ready here in Oregon because it's supposed to be 110 next week here in Oregon. So they're bringing a little Texas to me in the beginning. So I'll be ready. So
Host Hotel and the other hotel both have pools.
I bring him a swimsuit because I was told I had to. I was told by several people I had to bring a suit this time.
It's going to be a brisk 72 degrees.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
That's the perfect weather.
Was that one of those Texas tales, Coley? Wait, was that a Texas tale you just told?
No, it's inside. The air conditioning. Okay.
Oh, yeah, and we are all inside. So yes, we will.
Regulated.
That's exactly right. I thought he was doing the Texas tale of the outside and the fish story, but
well, it was this big, Linnell. It was right. Big.
All right, so
guys, we're friendly. We're family friendly. Let me say that. My tongue got tangled, but we are. We have our kids zone. We have the city of Salina that's sponsoring that. I think they're getting ready for Halloween, so they want to give out their Halloween special. They wear the square, so we have kids costume contest. They're welcome on the floor. We only ask that they at least be 18 or old enough to go to the ball. That's kind of the only exclusion because You want to keep them safe. So, but yeah, we want your family. We won't bring them all. Bring your kids. There's something for everyone there. I'd like to think we have. Do you mind? We have like 12 sponsors. Do you mind if I name them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fire
So
away.
our sponsors are Chamber of Hunters, Don't Be a Monster, Froggy's Fog, Mesquite Visitors Bureau, Dark Hour Haunted House, the City of Salina, and they host Texas Beware the Square, Texas Army and National Guard, Trophy Nissan, Mesquite, Texas, Underworld Solutions, Wristband Resources, Homelight Real Estate, Fright Props, and HE Escapes and stuff. We want to thank you from the bottom of our heart. We could not do this without your support. Thank you so very much. And thank you, the City of Mesquite, or there probably wouldn't have been a convention last year. They really supported us. So we want to thank them.
Well, that's awesome. So before we head out here, I'm going to throw this on you guys. I want to know, this is a question. So I want to know, if you had to look back over the last 3 years, what is the first thing that pops in your head that makes you think Texas Hunters Convention? And Linnell, I'm gonna pop you off, and I'm gonna put Cully on because he thought he was gonna have time.
I guess you guys have noticed that I've been sitting back, letting her do the talking, right?
Yes. Yeah. Right. Sure.
You know what? We're different. We are the next type of convention. We're open to everyone. We are engaging. We love families. We love our attendees, and everyone who comes is going to find something that they're into. They're going to be engaged, and they're going to have an amazing time. And hopefully they'll like the haunt industry enough that they may join us
and learn something, even if you already know what you're doing.
That's right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Linnell, I'm tossing you on here.
I think when you first said that, the 7 members, the cogs in the wheel, the 7 different people that make this happen popped in my head. And then, how do we do this? How do we do this right? How do we give back? How do we take care of our vendors? The costume ball, this whole flood of, the animatronics, the sets, the photo ops, our
scavenger hunts,
Chamber of Hunters that decided to make us home, our photo ops, it's just everything. It's all this Texas with the skull and bones and the skeletons and the hay bale and I don't know. Home, Texas.
Home, Texas.
Yeah.
For many, many more years. Well, thank you both so much for coming on tonight and explaining the Texas Hunters Convention. We are super excited. I think Susie wants to get off right now so she can pack.
Yeah, I swear to God, I'm literally in my brain thinking like, okay, wait a second. We just went away for a weekend. We're going away in August. How can I fit in a July trip?
Yeah.
So and let me help you out here too. You see, coming to Texas, the hotel is $105 a night.
Yeah.
The VIP ticket is $100, and you have the food trucks out front. It is the most cost-efficient way to get your haunt on anywhere.
Yeah. Park right there.
That's like a haunt tour at other shows,
security.
Right? Okay, where am I flying into from Pittsburgh Airport? That's all I need to know.
Would it be DFW? Is DFW closer?
Or Love Field. DFW or Love Field.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both of them are close. I know some. When I was looking at flights, I was looking at one ways, and sometimes it was cheaper to go in one and fly out from the other, and it's a 10-minute extra Uber ride or whatever.
Yeah.
And then probably Southwest put their big sale on, and you'd already bought it through.
Yeah, like the 50% off sale they just had that I posted. Yeah, that one that you could have bought tickets like I did to New England for October. Yeah.
Well, congratulations, New England.
Yeah. So, the cool thing about Dallas is it is a major hub for a lot of airlines. So the tickets are cheaper and there are tons of flights. Red-eye flights can be easier. Always look on a Tuesday or a Sunday. If you're going to look for tickets, they are cheaper on those days. Southwest kind of stays the same unless they have a sale. But you get the 2 free bags, which means you can buy more stuff and bring it home and not have to worry about checking your bag. See? So fly there on some crappy airline and fly back on Southwest with all your extra stuff you bought. See?
Or you can ship UPS or the hotel will help you. There's all kinds of way to get those items home. and just come see us. Oh, and Uber's the best from the airport. I looked that up. The reports are they're cleaner than the taxis, and they're it's a lot cheaper right now. So I really suggest the Uber from DFW or Love Field. We have very good Uber drivers in the area, or Lyft. Either one of those.
I got this Uber driver already. His name's Roland. I don't know. I don't know.
That one.
I'm super scared of it. He has 0 stars. I'm really scared.
Does he show up on a pink scooter?
He said something about going 95 on some freeway that he gets to drive on or something. So I'm
probably the George Bush freeway. Sorry.
Okay. All right. He gave it a number, and then there was another number higher than that he said he wanted to go, or it was, I don't know. So I'm bringing an extra pair of underwear.
Tell him please get you here safe, or I will have to talk with him about this.
Right.
Or you could just drive and then stop by Buc-ee's on the way in.
There you go.
I will see Buc-ee's as we fly by in the blur that it is.
Oh my God, for dear life.
Oh, Buc-ee's.
So yes, so Susie, it's in 24 days and 13 hours,
I know.
42 seconds.
Holy
You
cow.
act like I
39
do
seconds.
things last minute. I'm good. I just decided to hop onto this tonight, like 5 minutes before it started.
Well, for people like you who want to come, it's a super easy way to buy tickets and register. Go to TexasHuntersConvention.com. We have you click on a button that says register or for attendees. If you're a vendor, if you're a last minute vendor, I think we have like 3 spots left, maybe. You can go to there. Oh, there we go. Oh, here we go. It's all done through the computer. There's no faxing, none of that nonsense. You can buy your tickets, and it's super easy. And then we walk you through the process.
Yep.
Awesome.
It was very easy when I did it. So
that's how you do it.
Yep.
There you go.
And then if you do the VIP, you don't have to add on all those pesky things like the costume ball and the meet and greet and the classes.
It's
and
the best value.
It
the
is.
best value.
It really is.
Let's be realistic. Just get the VIP, and you don't have to worry about anything else.
And you get a 10-minute psychic reading that will tell me that Dan is no longer going to be on the show because he named it THC.
And I think that's from the psychotic psychic, so that she fits right in.
I'm excited about that. I've never had a psychic reading, so I'm kind of excited about that. That's going to be cool.
It's pretty awesome.
Or very bad. One of the two.
Yeah, either way, just record it so we can see it.
Oh, absolutely.
You should ask if you could do a live while you're doing it.
Okay.
We should.
I'm excited. Yes.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you guys again for coming on. For everybody who's watching, go out and get those tickets to Texas Hunters Convention. What are the dates again, guys?
July 17th and 18th.
July 17th and 18th. Only 24 days away.
Meet and greet and the behind the scenes.
There you go.
16 for the haunt tour. Woo!
Woo! All right, guys. See you
Thank
next
you.
week.
It was a pleasure.